You've been the thing whispering to me all along. Okay, woman. What the fuck are you doing?
The wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
You've done that yourself. I claim no responsibility.
She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you? What do you mean, the same voice?
Yeah, someone's whispering through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing.
Damn it, nearly had
You're
her.
trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it? Liar! You tried to steal her away from me.
Angus, case in
Now
gold.
look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too. What? What are you talking about? Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
Not really, no.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
I thought you established that doesn't work.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry. What? How? Really? I'm not sure I believe you.
Ooh.
But
Sure, yeah.
if you
Do
can
that.
undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city.
Yeah, that's a
But
great
if you're
plan.
lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Okay, I need to know. Like, I need to know.
At least.
It doesn't break.
The many shall.
It does break a golden rule. Shit! I was so happy there for a second. I could just turn everyone into gold.
Make her gold, or I'll make us all gold. You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Alright,
Go.
cheers.
And never return.
I probably won't until the next time loop at least. I do want to know, is this a way I can get up? Can't turn this into gold, can I? I can't turn everything into gold, can I? No. Oh well. Well, I missed my option to do a cool zip line. Unless I load the game till there. Maybe? I want to go down the cool CP line.
Go. And never return.
Ah, yeah, sure. Are you Julia or... Shit, where is she? Here she is.
Ave again. Interesting. I'm not sure what... Yes, I suppose that could be... What else? Yeah, what else? That's it. Let me ask. And...
Okay, yeah, she was doing it.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Alright, this will be interesting. Tap E to follow you. Huh, works this time. There's a bunch of things I could do now. Oh, there's so little time and so much to do. This is the most important though. I want to know about the god. Or turn her into gold. Nah, just kidding. Or am I? Alright, what's up? What do you have for me?
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it. Only your pronunciation is
It
a
was
little off.
Charon. Oh,
The name you
fuck
heard
off.
wasn't Charon. It was Charon, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who in exchange for the right coin...
It actually,
helps
there's
the
a
souls of the
logic
newly
to it.
deceased cross the
It
sea.
stared me.
The
Oh,
river that
wow.
separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
Wow.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
We're all dead already.
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
Where does this lead us?
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks. To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again. Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would
I
always
have
require
tons of money
coins
now.
as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not. No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
Well, apparently that's everything I
Now that we
have.
know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra, and Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have two options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide. All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself.
Well, if we want a confrontation, just saying if this brings his attention, that seems to be good.
Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules. Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a key.
There was no Pluto in there.
I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed.
Oh, do we need like
4 plaques missing from its
That
base.
seems annoying.
It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques,
I think I have
imagine
one.
he might be willing to receive an audience again. It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated. That means you'll need to recover 4 different...
Huh. Why would you know?
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defamed. It would have had the god's name engraved into it. And there's only one group of people. There's a cult in Rome that often argued that they've been known to start fires. As if I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all... But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere.
Okay, so one might be in the shrine.
But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum. Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern. I'm afraid you're on your own with that one. As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus... The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here. If the stories are true, then The problem is, leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility... Truly? And you're only bringing this up now?
It's not exactly
And again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as
same thing
Naevia.
to say.
Can you tell me more? It's fascinating. Perhaps she is a benevolent spirit. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you?
Nope.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear. All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. In any case, may Fortuna go.
I do have a few other venues I need to explore.